so much delay. I don't know what's going on. We've had a couple of problems starting to stream up, but we're back. We missed last week because Kevin, do you want to show your left hand?
I would love to, but it's in the living room.
Your left hand is in the living room, huh? Yeah. You cut off your left hand?
Yeah, it's in the living room currently, so I can't really show.
I hate you so goddamn much because I've waited. I waited so long. I was like, I gotta somehow make this funny to say that he got married, and then sure enough, he doesn't even have his ring on. Welcome back, folks. That's
All right. Let's start it again, okay? All right. Okay.
Yeah, let's start that. Kevin, sorry, folks, we missed last week for some reason. Kevin, you want to show the people your left hand?
Oh yeah, there you go. See, right there. Yeah. That's funny.
Why did you not have it on before?
It's a little large. It has to be a little small.
I still think you see it.
She said.
But so last week is fun. That's I think we can start the show off by talking. Let's see. We golfed Wednesday, had great dinner at Santora's, and then the escape room. I think it was pretty fast for us escaping.
I thought so. It was fast too. I think it was one of the best ones we've ever done.
Yeah. Our other friend that went with us said that was the easiest of the three at that place, and I think it was 5. Was it 5 minutes for Over the Falls before 2 minutes for Hangover? Like we were kind of close with Hangover, and then
cutting real close with Hangover.
And you know something? I'll shut them out because I do. They're not sponsoring the show. This is just free publicity because Escape City Buffalo. If you're ever in Buffalo, they do have some cool escape rooms.
They're coming out with a new one too.
Yeah, it's like Jurassic themed.
There's also one in our hometown we should try out. There's one right downtown Main Street. So I don't know why we keep on avoiding that one, but we really shouldn't. It should be one we definitely do. But yeah, no, it was enjoyable. Our friend from Virginia that we met on Xbox like 9 years ago, first time being in person, came up, and that was pretty good. Yeah, it was an eventful week for sure. I think I just
a lot of drinking. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of drink. I woke up Saturday. I was just like, "What the hell is wrong with me? Like this is just bad. Like, really?"
I think I woke up this morning. I think I'm fully recovered now, and it was like a week. It's been a long week, for sure. For sure.
But Thursday we had the rehearsal. Played a lot more. We played Jackbox too. That was fun. Oh my god, Kevin, Quiplash. We can talk more, but like Quiplash with my family, you will end up pissing yourself laughing.
Well, it can't be that funny though, compared to what?
Oh no, like it was comparable. Maybe not as many of those jokes that I don't want to say on air. But
have to do with horses.
No. Well, we didn't say horse. We were talking about that, but we didn't call them horses. We called them tiny. We were talking to the other people.
Okay. I call those chase size. That's chase.
Fair enough.
Oh. No, that's fun. Man.
Yeah. But
inside jokes that people are missing right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't have the whole story. And then Friday he got married, and we all sweat our butts off, and
yeah, it was
but we're back. We have a lot of stuff to cover that we missed. Speaking of stuff I missed, I go back to the docs. But what is the first thing that I put on here? It is we both missed really the kickoff for the NFL preseason because we were getting ready for your wedding. I should say getting ready, but there was the whole week there, the whole Thursday, Friday.
It was a process, and it was a several-day thing. I mean, we did miss the beginning of the preseason, and we also Deshaun Watson missed too. He missed a year of football last year, and he came out and he played a drive. He was like 1 for 5 for 7 yards. Like, horrendous start. And the Jags fans, I don't know what they were chanting, but they were chanting something amazing. I don't remember what it was.
You sick. You sick.
That's what it was.
I'm not gonna say the word because but it's not doesn't really matter.
Yes,
but
great, good for the Jags fans. Good for the Jags fans. Honestly, I think that's the best thing to happen yet this offseason is that right there, that chance. And we're still waiting on the NFL's ruling. But I mean, there's some other good things going on. Some young, talented superstars, upcoming superstars. That guy, George Pickens.
He's shown out.
He's shown out. Yep, I drafted him in my dynasty league, and he looks like he could be like a number 1 target in Pittsburgh. He's looking good. Mitch Trubisky went out, and Mason Rudolph did good. Drew Lock went out and showed out. Zach Wilson's hurt. He had surgery today. Reports said that he's hoping to start week 1, but I believe it when I see it. Looks like Joe Flacco is gonna start week 1 there. Let's see, anything else that's crazy that happened around the NFL? Tom Brady has a leave of absence to the team. He is going to be gone for all preseason game.
No, he should be back to the last one, but he probably won't play in the last one.
He won't play. All right, so he should be there for week 1. I knew that wasn't going to be an issue. A couple quarterback competitions are still going on in Carolina. I haven't heard any updates on that, but I think that's Baker Mayfield's job. I guess Pete Carroll said that Geno Smith is currently number 1. You have the Pittsburgh competition, which I guess Mason Rudolph is putting up a good fight, but I would be very surprised if it's not Mitch Trubisky day 1. And the other news that I heard today was that Antonio Gibson was practicing with 3rd team offense and practice squad players. So that's not looking good for him. His draft stock in fantasy and just in general, like his career is taken plummeted. I don't know the reasoning. Is it because of his performance or is it off-field issues? I don't really know what was going on in his situation.
I don't know. Ron Rivera said he was like the future of the Washington. Now you put him on the punt squad. Like what? Why? It just makes no sense to me. But so I just
big fight today too.
Oh yeah, Patriots
fights.
Panthers.
Patriots and Panthers. 2 of them. I guess a fan was injured. Which I mean, if there's a Patriots fan, they deserve it. I didn't say that.
Come on, we met. Well, you weren't with us, but back in January, we met a lot of good Patriots fans. There's only we talked to maybe 12, and only one of them was a big D-bag. So I mean, they're all bad.
Well, they're also losing, so they have to not be bad. They're also getting creamed 50-something to nothing. So like they had no room to trash talk.
But also, before we move on, you just said Joe Flacco might have to start for the Jets week 1. Do you know who the Jets play week 1?
Ravens, yes.
Yes.
Yes, Ravens, and then Russell Wilson's going back to Seattle. Browns are facing Panthers. There's some
Miller against the Rams.
Yeah, there's some return games happening week 1. Some of them weren't really planned, but it's definitely working. Also, sports fans are the worst and super racist. Oh, that's a lot of.
That's also coming from Texas too. So I mean,
you have no room to say you're racist.
The fact that a guy from Texas knows that, pretty sad.
Yeah,
but I mean, Twitter also exists too. So, then we also had as of midnight Tuesday, Monday going to Tuesday, we had a certain game come out, Madden 23. I played not much. I only played a game of it, really, just to get like the feels of the next gen.
Like next gen, I hate it.
I don't.
So
I tried the pinpoint. The pinpoint passing is pretty difficult to handle, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to either learn it and maybe we can dot people up. But as for right now, we're gonna have to just learn our way on the regular way.
Yeah, it's not easy. I started a franchise up with the Bills, of course, and I was playing on all Madden like we normally do. Man, that's hard. Hard. They're very difficult. And then for some whatever reason, I switched to do a rebuilder with the Texans and have it on all Madden. And of course, I trade for James Cook to be my starting running back, and doesn't he week one with the horrible Texans offensive line. They had like 22 carries, 160 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And Davis Mills was 14 for 16, 230 and 2 touchdowns. But when I played with Josh Allen, he was absolutely dog water. So I don't really understand how the game works like that. But Davis Mills is better than Josh Allen in Madden 23. You heard it here. I'm disappointed by it. But in my experience with the horrible Texans team, was much more fun to play with than the very, very stacked Bills team. So
I think with the pinpoint thing, it's a learning curve. We shouldn't just outright say it sucks. I did 5 minutes of it, and the only reason why I shut it off because I tried it. Like I was gonna try it in a game, and I did with like that. What's the opening demo game called? Like the John Madden.
Yeah, something like that.
Some John Madden scrimmage game or whatever. Like it worked for a little bit, but then like you make one small mistake and it's interception. It's like, yeah, I'm not. You do that in our league, you're gonna get toast. So.
And I think we're in the situation in our league right now is that we're gonna probably not play in next gen. So
no,
we're probably gonna be going back to the old gen.
So for this year at least, it makes no sense for us to learn it.
No, it doesn't.
Going forward, it could, because who knows when all the other guys get there. But and to Madden's credit, it's a good attempt.
They did something.
I am so tired of these guys, just like where it's like us, basically, but like they're going all in Madden. Oh, they do this, they do this. It's like they're trying, dude. Like whether it works or not, they're putting their toes in the water to try to change something for the better. You're just gonna dump all over it? No, dude, shut up. You don't know what it takes to run these companies. You don't know what it takes to do this. So I mean, you're just an armchair developer. What the hell do you know?
Yeah, I agree. They did something, and that's what we wanted, something different, and we finally got something. And of course, that something is not something that we're in love with. But just because we're not in love with it doesn't mean. And also, we switched to old gen to next gen, and the game
we'll be doing that a lot.
Let alone the different mechanics. Everything's different. The playbook is the play style is different. Everything is slower on next gen than it is on old gen. Running is slower, blocking is slower. It's all that is different compared to Madden 22 when we played on the old gen. So let alone the fact that we have all that, let alone we have to learn all that new kind of style.
Let me enjoy my gobstoppers.
But like, I mean, I'll enjoy it so far. Luckily for us, we don't have to go out and buy a Madden. We're fortunate enough to get a version for free.
Oh, son of a!
You bought it, didn't you?
Yep. I forgot Jake was going to give me his. But it's not. I don't know. If he gave me. What did you have the edition for both?
I did. I did not pick what edition.
Yeah, I had to go out and buy it for both because someone in Florida decides. I don't have to take this. Kevin, is your screen frozen? Is he frozen for anyone else or just me?
My camera's off. It did this earlier. I'm still here. You can still hear me and everything. So, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's good enough.
That's all that matters for now.
Sorry to the folks that want to see Mr. Capstick's beautiful face in a ring, but now we go to another sport here. So.
All right. Here it is. Okay, I'm back now.
Oh my God.
You know what else is beautiful? Back-to-back wins in NASCAR. That's a beautiful thing, is it not? Harvick wins his first race in 65 races and goes back-to-back.
One at Michigan, one at Richmond. 60 race wins in his career now. I heard a lot of people out there saying that he was washed up. One of the guys that's watching us right now say he's washed up. I heard a lot of other people say that Kevin won't be the next Harvick to win a race. It'll be his son Keelan. So I think Harvick's starting to silence those doubters. Uncle Mo, it's a beautiful thing. As Kevin's just messing around on his phone now.
No, I'm not on my phone. I'm playing with a toothpick.
Oh my God.
This isn't my talk. I don't know anything about NASCAR. I could do a perfect transition, but I can't talk.
But now we have the NASCAR returns to our grounds now. They come to New York. It will be the Gold Bowling at the Glen on Sunday, the Xfinity race on Saturday. So, it's going to be a beautiful thing.
You know what's even more beautiful? So Kevin Harvick had 2 wins in his last 2 races, and the Yankees had 2 wins in the last 13 games. Wow, the downfall of the New York Yankees. As a hardcore Yankees fan, Zach, what do you what's your thoughts? What's the reasoning behind the Yankees' spiral?
And just like that, all the confidence and stuff just went full down.
Are you kidding me? That was a perfect transition. I'm great at this.
But yeah, either the bats go silent or the pitching it's not there. It's been like that pretty much all month. 2-11. They're 8-16 since the All-Star break.
Because all their players went to the All-Star break. That's why.
I don't know. The fact that the Orioles are starting to catch ground. The Orioles have the most wins in the AL East since July 1st. That's astonishing to me. But they have to turn around
still
now.
have 9 games above the Rays.
I thought it was, yeah. Was it the Rays or Jays that they said last night if they were 500, if the Jays played 500 ball, they'd be 5 games out now with a chance to win the division.
Wow. What do they play? How many games? 180? Is that what it is?
162.
162. Okay, so there's a little less than 30 games left, if I do my math correctly. No, like 50 games. 50 games left.
Yeah. But now, from the current Yankees to the former Yankees, I'm going to start talking about a little bit about the captain. I haven't finished it yet. I only watched up to episode 5. Have you probably haven't seen any of this, have you? Because of
no, I don't like the Yankees.
It's about Derek Jeter. You don't have to just like the Yankees to like Derek Jeter. Come on.
I like that throw that he made sometimes when he played the jump split throw. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, watching the captain, I've discovered that I hate Scott Rabb with a passion. There's a lot of guys, a lot of media members that I can understand what they're doing, but at the same time, you're a jerk for doing it. Jeter had to go through a lot of crap, but some of it deserved. I don't honesty, but I still have 2 episodes to go, so I don't want to finish it yet. But from one legendary character to another legendary character, as this just came across my screen on ESPN and Fox Sports app. Joey Votto. He is out for the rest.
Amigos.
He is out for the rest of the 2022 season. Not that it really matters for the Reds. They were pretty much done in April when they went like 3-22. But a blow for a lot of fans, because a lot of fans do like Joey Votto. Joey Votto is a good character for the league, and it just sucks to see him go out.
80-game suspension? That's ridiculous. For what?
Would have just jumped down to the next thing. PED. So you got, I think it was cholesterol something. I think that's how you pronounce it. Because they said he had a tapeworm, and that's how he got rid of it. And apparently the cholesterol has something in it that goes against the MLB, because it's some type of steroid. I don't want to. There's corticosteroids, and I don't remember what the other one is. And I don't think it's called corticosteroid, because I think it's gonna piss me off that I can't get this. But again, we aren't like medical experts here.
No.
So we're just going at it from what we know, because one of us teaches kids, the other one just writes about sports. But you figure the sports guy would know it.
So he's out for 80 games, but the game, Triple H, has taken over WWE. And I will have to say that the transition that I just made and the transition that WWE's made under Triple H has been amazing, both as equals. But the things that Triple H have done since taking over creative, I think is absolutely amazing. I definitely like the fact of the reinsurgence of some of those younger NXT stars that got pushed up into WWE and kind of has faltered and didn't really do anything for years. You have Ciampa, who had himself a great match with Bobby. You have Dolph Ziggler, who's doing great again. You have the return of Dakota Kai. Bailey's back. So I think the creative's doing well. They're finally bringing back the women's tag team championship. I'm ready for that. That's going to be exciting. The women's division that's watchable again. It's entertaining. Bobby Lashley's making the U.S. title relevant on Raw. It's fun to watch. There's meaningful matches. You're not just throwing people out there. They're storyline based with everything, and it is great. And they're going back to wrestling, and there's story behind every single match. They're not just throwing out random people and burying people. So I'm very happy on where it's coming and where it's going to go in the near future. I'm very excited for a full month of a build-up for a pay-per-view in September at Clash of the Castle in the UK. Very, very excited for that. And just in general, very excited to see what's going to happen. And I definitely think we're going to have a new champion that night. Hey, very excited with the direction it's going currently. Do you have any thoughts and opinions about the Triple H WWE?
Yeah. I mean, this is what we expected. We knew Triple H would come in and change a lot of stuff around. I mean, go back to Monday night. Vince would have had a heart attack if anyone said wrestler. And within a span of one minute, Drew McIntyre said wrestler 4 times. So Vince would be in a coma if he was in Gorilla. I'm glad to see Dexter Lumis back. I'm glad to see. I shouldn't say I'm glad to see, but when it comes to, oh my god, I can't think of his name now.
Karrion Kross.
Yeah, that's who it is. He's back in the WWE now. and now all like I shouldn't say momentum because what momentum does AEW have right now? All that
None.
the swinging door is going, revolving door is going right back into WWE's favor because A, they have the viewers, B, they have the creative control of Triple H, who is going to want to push it back to TV14, and if it hasn't yet, it's going to be at some point.
And the crazy thing is, the momentum might have been leaning towards AEW, but not a lot. The fact that the way the creative has been horrible for like 15 years in WWE, the fact that AEW was only able to push ratings a little bit.
They can't hit 1 million viewers.
No, they can't. So the fact that AEW looked good a few months ago, even a few weeks ago, is even more sad that they're doing that much worse now. Like,
so
it's not gonna. And I heard that Triple H has reached out to some former wrestlers that are in AEW about contracts, and there's no reports out on that. The superstar went forward and went to Tony Khan, and I don't know if anything will occur with that. Also, this is hearsay things I see on TikTok on reporters. So yeah. I don't know if this is true or not, but
also there was something like I follow one of the things on Facebook that compares like AEW WWE stuff. So there's a CM Punk video posted by a channel that had maybe 100,000 views on it, and it was posted like 6 months ago. There's a Roman Reigns video posted. They pretty much did the exact same thing. Asking like I think they went out and bought shoes, and like it was an interview while they're buying shoes and something like that. The Roman Reigns video had over 1 million views in 2 months. So tell me that
AEW, the empire, the social empire, the social media empire that WWE has, I think is undefeated against almost every single sports page. NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB. I don't think there's a single thing that can compare to what the WWE has socially. I don't think there's a single thing that can compare.
Maybe international soccer league, but that's it.
Maybe, yeah, maybe, but definitely nothing in the U.S.
No,
nothing even touches it. Which is very impressive in the fact that it has been down in the dumps for so long, and it's kind of being revived is a very, very good thing for WWE fans.
So one thing before we move on, if Rebel Heart hits and we see Johnny Gargano, it is over.
Yep.
Mark my words.
Yep. I think there's some other things that could do it too. You have Bray Wyatt returning. You have Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks and Naomi returning. I think those things are going to make AEW's run look kind of cute compared to WWE.
I would not be surprised to see this whole women's tag team tournament go all out. At the end, you see Sasha Banks and Naomi come back, and that's when we have the undisputed or whatever you call them, because it's going to happen. I can see it.
I do. I've been waiting for Bray Wyatt to return for a while. I thought they had a perfect opportunity with Edge return for Judgment Day. I think if they could do something with Judgment Day, with Edge, Bray Wyatt, and maybe Beth Phoenix, or you get what's her name? I can't think of her name right now. The one that was with Bray Wyatt before. I didn't like it. I know a lot of other people didn't mind the blonde, like Alexa Bliss. If you could do a triple threat between those, a 6-man tag team between those, I think would be good. I think it'd be very interesting to see Bray Wyatt returning would be huge. But in general, I definitely like the idea of Sasha Banks coming back. And maybe if they do come back, Sasha Banks and Naomi, they decide to do a Raw and SmackDown women's tag team. I don't know. I mean, with Stephanie and creative there, I mean, she could be pushing 2 women's tag team champions. I mean, they could.
There's not a women's tag team though. They had trouble before Sasha and Naomi left that they couldn't really fill anyone.
That was also Vince McMahon running. Vince McMahon doesn't care about tag team.
Fair.
So you have a new creative, so maybe, but you could be right with not having enough talent in the women's division. Very much, very good, very true.
So when we last saw you, the fans that are somehow still watching us.
We have actually a lot of people today. I'm impressed.
We talked about the basketball tournament and Blue Collar U. So they went out, all but dominated that game, brought it home. Buffalo strong. They got their money, and they went out and they won the basketball tournament 2022. Just you want to talk about? I was at a loss for words that night as they were just surrounded the trophy with their jerseys, Buffalo strong, and each of the 10 names of the victims of the shooting. It's just amazing. Glad to see it bring it home, especially because like this is a team that I've been watching since I was a freshman, before I was a freshman in college. Like we go back, I think our junior and senior year, they made the March Madness tournament, and you have the same guys then now back on the team with pretty much the same coaches and whatnot.
I think it's impressive that they're able to win with Buffalo strong and everything that's happening. I think the win for Buffalo is important, and the fact that an alumni like you can value a win like that, I think is very cool for you and for the city to win something in a very, very dark, year. And when it comes to sports history in Buffalo, there's not really much success. So a win's a win, and no complaints with that. Good for Buffalo, good for the alumni, and so this tournament. How many teams were involved in the tournament, and what?
I think it was 32.
Wow. So 16 not 16. No. So left 4 or 5 rounds.
Maybe it was 64, and there was like 8. I don't follow. Like the only reason I started following it is because of UB, and so it's not like I know the ins and outs of it. I should know, but at the end of the day, I only follow the one, and that's it.
So that ended, but today starts at LLWS.
Kevin, please tell me you know what that stands for.
Lucas, look where socks. I don't know. LLWS.
Are you joking me right now? You're joking. You're joking. I sincerely hope you're joking.
I don't know. What
do I believe my eyes? Little League World Series, Kevin.
Oh shit! Little League. Oh, that's so awesome. I didn't even think.
And he also breaks the swearing rule. There we go, folks. 34 minutes.
I think that might be a record. You're clapping. Being sarcastic, but Little League World Series. Yes, I knew that. I was just testing you. Any hopefuls this year, or are you just enjoying the games?
Right now, just enjoy the games. I always end up rooting for whatever we're in. I think we're in Metropolitan, something like that. So I got to root for them. But one story that has come out from Short is there was a kid on one of the teams. I don't remember. Oh, it's Utah. It was the Utah team. He was sleeping on the top bunk, and he fell and hit his head early one night. And he's been like he was taken to the hospital. He like had surgeries and whatnot done on him. They said today during one of the games he's awake, like he was asking for water, he was like mouthing stuff, he was like saying I love you, dude. I should say he was doing something. I don't know if he was like doing like this or whatever or whatnot to his parents, say like to signify I love you, something along that line. But his name is Easton Oliver or Oliverson. I don't like. I should know, but at the same time,
there's so many names in the world.
Yeah, and what's cool is that all the teams are wearing wristbands that say Team Easton on them, and that's not how it started. Easton, the bat company, made the wristbands because like to promote your brand and whatnot. But now that meaning has changed. Team Easton is not for the bat company anymore. It is for this kid who suffered a head injury, and you now see a lot of like parents wearing them. You see the kids wearing them. I just saw here they had one of the Royals. I think it was Salvador Perez. I think it was. If it's who if the Royals are starting the normal catcher, Salvador Perez, but he had like his wrist taped up and it had hashtag pray for Easton on his wrist. I thought that was cool to see him do that for the kid, but hopefully he gets better. Hopefully it might be a little bit of a stretch to see him back on the field, but that would be really cool to see.
He might be out there for a first pitch, maybe, if they can get him in for a first pitch or something.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation. But at least the LLWS is starting, and it's going to be going well. And that's for sure for a Little League World Series, if people didn't know that.
The one thing I don't like, though, is with the addition of 2 more teams each side, the American and international side, more teams are getting screwed now. Actually, it's up to 8 because now they have an extra game to get to the United States Championship. 4 teams get the byes.
Yeah, but that gives another opportunity for 2 more teams to get in.
I guess, but at the same time, like it's not.
I mean, if you're there, you're gonna win, though. So, I mean,
theoretically, yes, but in theory, yes. But you and I have 2 different pitching abilities, right? Say I have to go out game 1. We're playing today. I have to go out game 1 and I have to pitch phenomenal. I have 85 pitches. I'm out 4 days. You go out. Our next game is Friday. You go out. You pitch 85 pitches. We go. It's a loss. We have to play Saturday then. We're both out, and we could be playing a team that's on their pitcher number 2.
Well, that's why, because we're really good, and we don't have to pitch 85 times. We only have to pitch 40 times because we're so darn good at the game of baseball.
Whatever you believe there, stud.
Okay, but I believe you. I understand where you're going. But, I mean...
This Kevin's got to control his cat. Rawr.
Ow.
Okay. Is there anything else you need to add before we leave, Kevin?
Get down. Bad. I'm thinking almost we should stream a game tonight. A Madden game. I think we should do a head-to-head game.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I think the chat should go off and make us do a head-to-head game. Yeah, that's okay. That one viewer, I'm sure is Grace. She'll say it. No, besides that, I don't really got anything. I'm thinking maybe the week after the last preseason game, we should go back and do that full season standings. I think that'd be a good week to do it.
Yeah, that's what I was planning to do, just because that way it's all updated. We know what we see and whatnot. But yeah, Bills plays Saturday at 1:00. If you're not in the Buffalo area for Bills game, for where the Bills market, it'll be on NFL Network, so you can watch. Even if you're in the Bills market, you can watch NFL Network apparently because we were able to watch it cold game Saturday, and my mom was watching NFL Network. Like, no, we're not watching that. We're not watching it there. We're gonna go to CBS.
Yeah.
Support the local channel.
Yeah. Also, I have 2 Bills tickets for Saturday's game for free. If someone wants it, you gotta hit me up. I don't want to go, so if someone wants to go, 2 free tickets.
Why don't you want to go?
Because I have 8 other games that I have to go to this year.
Just put them on. Just put them on like Game Time or something, like one of the resale apps.
I'm gonna just put it on Facebook for free. Just like take it, enjoy, bring your kid with you, enjoy Kids Day, kind of thing.
Is that why you don't want to go? You don't want to be around kids too this early?
No, I just don't want to go. I mean, there's so many other games. There's so many games that we have to go to anyways, and there's gonna be a lot of games, a lot of travel back and forth to Buffalo, and we're gonna do our darndest to save as much money possible to progress in what's next in life, and that's not going to Bill's game and spending a shit ton of money.
It's having a kid.
No. That's not in the books. That's not the way you skipped a chapter or 2. Yeah, I know you skipped a chapter.
We're having the Kevin McCapstick talk right here live on the McCapstick Podcast. The future of Kevin McCapstick is right here on this channel.
Go and tell. This is Kylo.
Twitch.tv/McAdoo316 and YouTube.com/ZachMcAdoo, whatever the hell my YouTube is. I don't know.
I'm Kylo, and I'm a bitch.
All right, that's gonna end it here, folks. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, we remember that we do this Tuesdays and not Wednesdays next week because we're idiots and don't know what we're doing. But thank you guys for watching. I'm Zach McAdoo. That is Mrs. Caps. I can't call you Mrs. Capstick because there actually is a Mrs. Capstick now. I can't point right because this camera's messed up. That is Mr. Capstick now with the wedding ring. Thank you guys. Good night.